und herzlich willkommen. Wir sind hier auf der SPIEL 2025, Sonntag, letzter Tag, and I'm here with Max from Eldfall Chronicles. Hello.
Hello, Alice. It's a pleasure to see you, actually for you to see us maybe. And we are at the Essen with our new game, Eldfall Chronicles Northern Wind, combined with what we released already as the Skirmish of Eldfall Chronicles.
So we have right here the miniature Skirmish game.
Yes, that's the Skirmish game of Eldfall Chronicles, which is a game that you play either against your friends, or you can combine your forces or play even solo against the game. So every mini in the game has their own behavior rules that can tell them what they do when they play against you. So you can be really creative about the quests. You can play the quests where you play together with your friend against the game, or maybe against the friend and the game at the same time. So this kind of battle royale style of gaming.
That would be my first question, because if you play against your friend, is it like a sort of a normal skirmish game where you play just against each other and without the monsters, or are they still the third faction in the game?
Yes, they can play against you, both of you at the same time, and it's really cool that in this skirmish we took the adventurous take on gaming. So you don't necessarily go somewhere and just hold a circle or a square and stay in one space. You need to go around, find the treasure, steal the treasure from the opponent. So it's very much we are fighting for something as a guild of adventurers. So that's the difference between Eldfall Chronicles and more standard wargaming, where the objective is much more abstract.
Okay. This is the skirmish version we see here, of course, with the miniatures and the terrain and everything. You know, I think most of will know from normal wargaming.
Yeah, this is very at home for wargamers, yeah. But also people from board gaming and role-playing community, they can find fun in it because they can learn wargaming through playing cooperatively. Okay. We have narrative campaigns which tell them a story, so you know, something as a baseline to follow, and that way you have this like soft entry into wargaming, while being still on the familiar ground of a story and growing your heroes, gathering new equipment. So this kind of combined approach to the gaming for everybody.
Just a quick question for the rules. How difficult would you say are the rules? As it's you work with dice, with cards, or how does it work? Just a quick overview.
Yeah, so we do have Grundregeln in Deutsch. So we are starting to work on translations for every community to have access to the rules. And I would say the rules are quite complex to learn, but give a lot of fun out of mastering them. So at the first game, you're gonna get the grip of how it goes. The tutorial scenarios help a lot in teaching you that you can react to your opponent. So we don't have this much of downtime in terms of watching the opponent for half hour moving their minis, and we just like put our wounds. Here, when the opponent is acting, you can react to him. So imagine you have an archer and you see this very squishy sorcerer trying to run around the field, and you're like, hold there, and you're gonna shoot her, and maybe she shoots back at you, and then we have what we call a confrontation, which, you know, in realistic terms, you would imagine this as the fight of the cowboys on the Wild West. So the one that shoots faster and more accurately wins. But in my anime head, what happens is that my arrow breaks your fireball and shoots the sorcerer between the eyes.
Ah, okay, I see.
And
so
it also happens in the melee combat, where you use the fencing skills. The whole game is based on actual martial arts, so we use references from the Oriental studies of Kendo, of Aikido, and we implement that into the rule sets, so you can parry the opponent, you can trip them down, so it's easier to finish them off, and that way there's a lot of decision, even when you are not the active player.
Okay. So I see it's not much downtime when you play, so you have to wait. Oh, he's activating, he's moving, and now he's attacking. Now I can maybe react, and so it's very dynamic.
If you would scroll your phone during the game, which happens in a lot of other games, you will lose every time because you are not paying attention and you're gonna get your ass kicked.
So, this is the Skirmish version, but you have another version.
Yeah. So what happened was basically we created this sandbox world with our own story, and we said, hey people, like, you can invent anything you want, you can make campaigns for it, you can design your own scenarios, and people were like, yeah, but you're so creative, guys, can you do something for us? And we were like, okay. Actually, we made another Kickstarter and we created a book with a whole campaign in the style of, I would say, like anime Baldur's Gate story, where the fate of the world is hanging on you and your team of heroes needs to stop the menace of the Oni. Oni, which we could see here and down here, maybe we're gonna take a look at them later, are the Japanese demons who are consuming human souls and trying to open portal to their own dimension. So the story gives us 3 paths, and depending on the paths we take, we have different side quests that we will do, we have different story progression, we have different hero progression, so we can, depending on how we resolve the quest, maybe we help the goblins and we go to the side of light, but maybe we want to eliminate the goblins and then we go to the side of darkness, and it changes how the story goes. For the whole story, we're gonna need between 10 to 15 quests to be done, which is around 30 to 40 hours. So one campaign is shorter than regular big dungeon crawler, but you can play more than once, and every time it's gonna be quite different.
So, you said it's a big difference because this is the Skirmish version and this is sort of like a dungeon crawler.
Yeah. In dungeon crawler, we crawl around on the tiles, but thanks to the fact that we are based on kind of like Japanese mountains, what we have are the open spaces. So for example, like if there is an undead archer who sees us through the white space, this you can imagine as the valley in the mountains, and he can shoot at us while we are going there. So what you need to do is use your sorcerer or your alchemist to throw a smoke grenade, and then you can hide from their arrow, get to the other side and kick his butt.
Very cool. So, I think we covered it mostly. Either if you're a Wargaming Skirmish fan, co-op or against your friends, or a dungeon crawler fan, you covered both.
Yes, and definitely if you like nice minis and you like the Asian take on fantasy world, this is something that you should definitely check out, because this game will cater to your taste like no other.
Thanks very much. I hope you have a wonderful last day here at the Spiel, and yeah, good luck with the game.
Thank you so much. It's lovely here.
Yeah.
Wir lieben Deutschland.
First time here or at the Spiel?
As our company, it's our 3rd time here, but for me it's the first time. I'm loving it. The hype, the atmosphere, the people so nice. So I want to come even more.
Well, thanks very much and have a nice day.
Thank you for listening, guys. To see you by the tables.